Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I got ILR 1 year ago now, and one of the most exciting things about getting ILR is that now suddenly there's a whole world of opportunities that are open up for you. One of them is a child benefit. So the child benefit is one of those things that someone told me about because I got ILR in December 2023, and someone told me about it like in Jan, and we didn't apply until like July, so 7 months later, because I just didn't think about it. And so that means that I missed out on about I've forgotten how many months. It's not 7 months, because when you apply, you can apply for 3 months before as well. So anyway, those first few months of the year we did not apply, and so we did not get that money. And it's free money that you are entitled to once you have indefinite leave to remain or citizenship. And I wanted to share the whole process of how I went through it, and also to be aware that actually, depending on your income level, you have to pay back some of it. And when the income reaches a certain level, you have to pay back all of it. But there's some advantages to it anyway, even if you're going to pay back some or all of it, which I'll talk about later. So the child benefit is income support provided by the government to people who have children under the age of 16 or under 20 if they stay in full-time education. So if your child stops going to school at 16, then you don't qualify anymore, because I'm guessing they've started working, or I don't know why they would stop going to school at 16, probably to work. Or if they continue in school up to age 20, so maybe they're in university, then you still get that money per month or per week, depending. You're the one who decides how you want it to get paid to you. The amount you receive depends on how many children you have. So you get £25.60 for the eldest child per week, and it's £16.95 per week for each additional child. So as an example, I have 3 children, and so we get 25.6 for the first child, and then 16.9 for the second, and 6.9 for the second as well per week. And we chose to get it every month, so it comes every 4 weeks. And if you add it up, that's equal to £240 per month and £2,886 per year. So for me anyway, I felt like I've been looking after my kids without this, and I can probably continue to do so without it. So as soon as we got the money, then we just put it on an account, a high interest account, not very high, but like higher than average interest account, where you can't withdraw the money, but when you put the money there, then you get the interest at the end of a year. So that's what we did, and it's a good thing we did that, because along the way we found out that actually we are in the category where you have to pay back some of the money. But I'll get back to that later. First of all, how to apply for the child benefit. So it's pretty straightforward, and as soon as your baby is born, in case you happen to do this when you're just having a baby, then the first thing you have to do is register the child, like get a birth certificate and go and register them at your local registry office. Then you need your documents, and those include the child's birth certificate, and then your own documents, including your national insurance number, your bank details, and also your proof of like your immigration status. So your ILR, if it's ILR that you're basing it on, or maybe your passport if you're now a British citizen by now. If you don't have the birth certificate yet, you can still apply and send the certificate later as part of your claim. You apply, and then after a while they'll send you a response and say yes, you've been approved, and then they send you the money. So you can apply up to a maximum of 3 months retrospectively. So if your baby is born today, you can wait for 3 months and apply for 3 months. But if your baby is born today and then you apply for like 6 months later, you can only get 3 months before, which is what happened to us. Is that we applied in July, I think, and so we were able to apply for the 3 months before July, but missed out on the first 3 months of the year. So as soon as you qualify, apply, because it doesn't take much, and yet it's money that, yes, you've been managing without it, but then imagine all the other things you could do with this extra money. So anyway, if however your income is above 60,000, if either of you, like you or your partner, one of you, your income is more than £60,000 per year gross, not even like net after taxes, then you have to pay what is called the high income benefit charge. It's called the high income child benefit charge. The threshold for this charge for the tax year 2024-2025 is £60,000. There's something called the adjusted net income. So there's something called the adjusted net income, which sounds like it's net income, but actually it's not. It's actually all your, let me read it here. It's your taxable income before any allowances. So that means it's your gross before allowances. If you happen to have some extra allowances, then you deduct that. But otherwise, it's your gross salary before the allowances. And so if that is up to, if it's 60,000 or more, then now you have to pay it. if your adjusted net income exceeds the threshold of 60,000 for this year, then now you have to pay back some or all. As for how much the money is, it depends on how high your salary is. And this is something that I actually haven't entirely figured out myself, but I tried to calculate, like the calculators on the website, on even gov.uk, that show you. Actually, if you go to gov.uk, put in all your information, they can show you how much you should pay back. And so for me, when I put my information, it showed me that I'd have to pay back of the total, because for me, I'm looking at the total annual amount, because I'm not planning to touch the money anyways, because I have a direct deposit set up that as soon as the money comes, it goes into this high interest account, and then we're going to get interest at the end of the year. So at the end of the year, then I'll get all the money out with the interest. So anyway, I have to pay back around £300, I think, total. Remember, it's 2,800 something, and then now I pay back like 300. But I am going to be making more money, obviously. And so when your salary reaches, like the higher the salary, then the more they deduct. So when your salary now reaches your gross, which is 80,000, then now you pay back 100% of the money. And in order to avoid paying back, you might stop claiming the child benefit, and then that way you don't have to pay it back because you're not claiming it. But some people say it's an advantage to keep claiming it, because then your children can easily get a national insurance number than if you have, like, if you don't have the child benefit thing, they're not in the system anywhere. And so at the time that they want national insurance numbers, they have to apply for them, which also doesn't sound so hard. So I'm not sure if when my salary reaches 80,000, I would bother with applying, but I'll see when I get there. But that's something to be aware of. And so that is it, guys. I hope that was clear. It was a quick short video. I hope you found it helpful. Please do go ahead and apply for the child benefit if you are eligible for it, because raising children is so expensive, as I'm sure you know already. And any little help, every little helps, so every little counts. Thanks, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and see you in my next video. Bye.